Have you ever felt that your thoughts and emotions have taken the driver's seat in your life? Or had the experience that you couldn't finish a task or a goal because you just didn't feel like it? Well, I have good news. Through the chemistry of essential oils, you can change that. And by using them, you can change how you think, feel, and act.
Hi, I'm Nancy, and Sean and I are the guides of the Stronger Together community. We're gonna help you with how to use the essential oils to get, more in line with how you feel, what you can do and how you can do it, so you can be really into your own strength and take everything together with going forward. And we're really looking forward to work with you.
There's so much research on essential oils. We could spend a few hours on that topic alone, but I won't bore you with all the details. But if you're a science nerd like myself, we'll put a few links on our website for you to start your exploration. What drew me in with essential oils is the emotional benefit of them. After my late husband died, I had reached a point where my progress with working through my grief, it plateaued, and I wasn't able to get to a place of experiencing the level of joy and peace that I was longing for. When I started using essential oils, that was abundantly clear to me that this was a route I could go to have that release, experience more lightness, more joy, and more connections with those around me.
Well, let's talk about the brain. They found out that the brain is more fluid than we thought before. So it can change and be reprogrammed faster than we thought before. The oils will really help you to, continue your progress and have it a little bit faster, grow a little bit faster in that whole reprogramming of the brain.
So the part of the brain that holds our emotions and memories is called the limbic system. And it's also the part of the brain that signals our body how to respond when a new situation arises. And keep in mind that our brain wants to keep us safe. So this mechanism is called the self-preservation mechanism. And it triggers us to kind of stay in our comfort zone. Now that sounds great until you want to change, grow, or manifest your true self. But every time you try and give up, the cycle ingrains even more. Why? Because it works. Your brain has a little party because it's kept you safe, and you feel defeated, like change is impossible.
So when you inhale an essential oil, it enters the olfactory bulb, and there is where all the emotions are. So with the oil, we can change it, that emotion that you have, or you can just develop it even further. So we use the oil to change or just, make it bigger, grow wherever you want to go to.
The fancy name for this is called neuroplasticity. So when you do a practice, let's say affirmations, and you pair it with essential oils, and you do this regularly for a while, a new neural pathway is created in your brain. So when you get triggered, instead of that old nasty thought pattern that led you down into the pit of despair, you've got a new one. And that new one is forged, and it tells your brain that you're safe to go into these new spaces. So you can change your behaviors and your thoughts with greater ease.
How does essential oils work? Well, I can talk to you about the doTERRA oils. They're pure. The compounds of the essential oils are very close to our own body, the human body. And that's why they help so well, because we really take it in. It's not a strange oil that you have with the synthetic oils that are out there, because they can harm you. And the doTERRA oils, pure and natural as they are, really help us. And that can be emotional, that can be physical, that can in many different ways.
You may already know that lavender soothes and calms your body, or that tea tree oil is really good for your skin. But you may not be aware of all the benefits of using oils aromatically. They bring up memories, they boost confidence, they calm anxiety, and they help process past trauma.
When you're stressed or anxious and you use the oils, you feel a relief, right? But when you use it, when you combine it with personal development, then things get real. When you permanently want to change your behaviors and your actions, you really need to be consistent. You really need to work with your routine, and that will help you.
So this is the big juicy aim of Stronger Together. Nancy and I know how we're more consistent when we do things in community. And so we want to open this up, not just to ourselves, but to all of you out there. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shauna, I'm really busy. I've got a lot going on. Or we live really far apart. How in the world are we going to be able to do this as a community? Well, we're going to get into that a little bit later. But for now, just trust us. We've got a plan.
What we're gonna do with the challenges, we're gonna show you how to use the oils in combination with meditation, with journaling, with affirmation, visualization, and try everything out and do what works for you and share with us, because that's how we learn, right? We're gonna learn from each other by sharing our stories. And every month it's 4 different oils. You will know ahead which oils we're gonna use, so you can order them. And if you can't order them, if you're not into doTERRA yet, just give us a text and we make sure you get a sample.
Before you join, we have some guidelines that we want to outline right now so that we all get maximum benefit for the time and the energy that we're putting in. The first one is be consistent. When you've identified what you want to work on, then be intentional about what you're doing. It's the best way for you to get the results that you really want. 2, time. Realize that new habits take time. Those patterns that you've built up in your brain took a long time to develop, so they're not going to go away overnight. Be in this for the long haul. Realize it'll probably take a good 6 weeks working on the same goal with the same oil until you really start to see things turn around. So be patient with yourself and know that it will happen.
Number 3, use high quality oils. And we're gonna use the oils of doTERRA. Number 4, we're gonna be specific. So you're gonna learn how to use the oils. And number 5 is we're not gonna take the oil by the smell. We're gonna use them by the benefits that they bring to us.
All you need to do now is to click join, and you'll get a follow-up letter, and that will give instructions on how to join the challenge and download the app. If you're new to essential oils, we'll make sure you get the samples so that you can do the challenge. And if you're already in doTERRA, just make sure you have the 4 oils by the time we begin. All right, we'll see you on Delightfully.